Switch to the in-game scene here then, and we'll unpause it for game number 3 between the Viper and Mr. Yo. And do you guys remember what I was saying at the start of last game? How it was really good of Mr. Yo and the Viper not to change their colours around? Well, hey, Viper's now not playing in the yellow, but he's playing in the red instead. At least it's not too confusing in a 1v1, but even still, that's just my luck, isn't it? After saying that last game. Hell, what do I know? Up to the north of the map then for game number 3, we have got the Viper. He's playing in the red as the Mongols. And down to the very south of the map in the blue, we've got Mr. Yo playing as the Aztecs. Again, it's a non-mirror civ matchup, and I'm actually genuinely very excited for this one. Obviously, the score is 1-1 already, and that means that this series is completely tied up. This best of 9 is completely neck and neck, and it could not be going any better than this at the moment. I've got to say, I do like it when people win against the Viper, you know, like get a point against him, because I feel like so often he goes into these series and gets, you know, like a 5-0 victory or something, and Mr. Yo to get a game, that's a good start, and I'm just so excited to see how this one goes. The map, of course, is a Vital River. And this is a really cool map, which was designed for the Forgotten Empires, I believe, by the Prophet. I might be wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure it's the Prophet who designed this. Perhaps in the light random map, I cannot remember, to be honest with you. There's so many maps, so many different map packs and all that jazz. But Vital River is a really cool map because it forces the conflict to the middle pretty early on. Now, this is not the kind of new version of Vital River. Vital River for AOF on the HD edition has actually been tweaked a little bit, and the players have been given boar at their starting TCs. But in this version of Vital River, the original version of Vital River, it's very much about taking center control, because there's just so much food here, and if you don't go to the middle, you simply cannot get up to the feudal age unless you make a ridiculous amount of farms. So it's going to be interesting to see who makes it to the middle first. And also the fact that Viper's chosen Mongols here, whereas Mr. Yo is playing as the Aztecs. Now, it should be really interesting to see how that plays out, because as we know, the Mongols are going to be able to take advantage of that hunt bonus. 50% extra or faster hunting speed means that Viper is going to be able to make really good use of the shed load of deer that are sitting in the center of the map here. Now, I think sending your scout out early to the middle of the map is really valuable, and I'm surprised that Viper here hasn't gone and scouted the center sooner. Now, in this map, because you start with so few sheep, and because you start with so few or so little food in the middle, it's very valuable to go and send your scout straight to the middle. Find your first 2 sheep, and then send your scout to the middle, scout the river, because look at this. There's quite a lot of turkeys, sheep, and other redeemable food sources in the middle that you could bring back to your TC. So you can actually feed your TC a little bit more, whilst you, pardon me, also have villagers in the center taking the resources over there. So I think Mr. Yo doing the right thing by quickly scouting along the river here and securing himself some more sheep and turkeys. That means he doesn't have to send his villagers into the middle so soon, and that means he can avoid some villager walking time and actually get a little bit more resources or a little bit more efficiency out of his villagers. Obviously, it is very worthwhile going to the middle still, because the deer are one of the fastest food gathering sources in the game, along with the boar. So that's definitely something worth bearing in mind as well. But Viper here, just 4 villagers going to the center, and here come the rest. The Villager Viper Brigade, Viper's Villager Brigade, coming through now down to the center. He's going to take advantage of the shorefish, of course. They are an incredibly fast gathering food source as well. But bringing more in now to take the deer. Now, one of the nice strats, or one of the interesting strats about this map, is that the ability to rush early on can really set your opponent back, and that's going to be something that could come in from Mr. Yo, hence the Aztec pick here. I only assume he's gone for Aztecs for the stronger drush. Obviously, they don't have to research loom, so they save 50 gold, and that means they can make 5 militia rather than the standard 3 that you normally see. And in fact, there's a barracks from Mr. Yo right now. Villager fighting going on nice and early. Viper getting himself a loom as well, and actually forcing Mr. Yo away from the middle. And he's probably thinking that this is more damage, or he's doing more damage than... Viper probably thinks he's doing more damage than he is. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out there. He's actually killed a villager, though, which I am surprised about. I'm surprised Mr. Yo didn't run faster. And he's going to lose another one as well. My goodness me. Mr. Yo down 2 villagers already, and Viper with a very well executed little villager rush down there, but he thinks he's done a lot more damage, but Mr. Yo still has plenty of food back at home. But still, killing a couple of villagers already is nice. He's going to lose another one as well. Are you kidding me? How does Viper do this? I don't know. Viper losing a single villager here at the back, but Mr. Yo's scout now down to 5 health as Mr. Yo wants to build some militia, but he can't. He hasn't got the food to do it. My goodness me. 3 villagers down for Mr. Yo, 1 for the Viper, and Mr. Yo's lost his Eagle Scout, or Eagle Warrior, sorry, as well. What a crazy start to the game. Viper, surprisingly, able to get his first militia out first, bring an extra pair of hands to the fight, and that's certainly going to be really problematic for Mr. Yo. He really wants to keep his villagers in the middle of the map here, but he's going to lose another one if he's not careful. 8 health as she runs away, but there's more going down in the middle here as well. Viper now losing one, his scout going down as well, but Mr. Yo losing yet another villager there as well. And having a quick look at those military stats, Viper's killed 5, sorry, and lost 3. And the population clearly in Viper's favor with an extra 4 population out on the map at the moment. Really good going for Viper at the start of this game. Taking full advantage, of course, of that Mongol hunt bonus and adding in a couple of militia nice and early. I'm surprised he's not taken another 10 gold to make that 3rd militia, but Mr. Yo, I don't know what he's doing here. He's kind of just running around in circles, getting the crap beaten out of him. Like, he's not even taking the food. He's not even attempting to fight. He's just like, oh, hey, Viper, let me send my villagers by to say hello. And Viper's just like, get out of here, punching him to death. Wow, really crazy start to this game, and what a map, Like I said, it does force the conflict quite early. Viper, though, 4 population ahead at the moment, and certainly a lot more food income for him as well. Yet another villager going down for Mr. Yo, and I mean, it does not get much worse than that for the start of a game. 6-3 now, I think it is, in the military tab. Yes, it is. And just Viper's advantage here is going to be phenomenal once he starts settling down with these villagers and taking a little bit more food. Now, Mr. Yo could bounce back from this still. Viper just adding in that 3rd militia, by the way. He did take that stone, that gold even. I don't know where he took it, but, oh, there we go. Taking it up in the north there. But Mr. Yo could still bounce back. He does still have the option to make more militia. And as we said earlier on as well, he did still have that safe food back at home. And in fact, he's still got 3 turkeys and a sheep left. So he's not exactly stuck for food whilst he's been fighting in the middle. And with 3 militia now out and a 4th on the way over, even a 5th now coming up as well, this could be an opportunity for Mr. Yo to fight back and to kind of get even. 2 very low HP villagers here from the Viper as well. 2 more hits and they're going to go down. And I think we might see Mr. Yo kind of leveling the playing field a bit here as he brings more militia into fight. Viper, though, adding in a 4th militia as well, and now he's taking villagers, or 2 gold with 2 villagers at the back. I'm starting to think that we're going to see quite a prolonged Dark Age here. Obviously, villagers costing 50 food and militia costing 60. That's going to cause your Dark Age to almost be doubled in length if you continue to make militia throughout. Viper's just walling up this mill as well. And oh my goodness, this game is fantastic. So all over the place right now. And Viper as well losing a couple more villagers back here. The kill to death, the kill to loss ratio, 6-6. They are even. And just everything down here is just so low on health. These guys going to be trying to micro as best they can to keep those weakened villagers alive. Viper's just going to keep walling this up, forcing Mr. Yo to build a new mill. But Mr. Yo getting ahead in that kill to loss ratio there with 7-8 kills and just 6 losses. Viper still, though, with 5 population in the lead at the moment. And having a quick look at that population tab, we can see that Viper has got 6 more villagers on the map right now, which is really quite a lot considering that Mr. Yo has more kills at this point in time. So Viper's got extra villagers out. That means he's got more production, more resource production, more resources coming in. Looks like he's about to get housed actually. We'll see. Yep, he's housed. I guess he's too focused on this villager war in the middle. But yeah, obviously Viper with more villagers here. He's starting to put some farms up as well. And this is going to be one hell of a long Dark Age. Don't think for a minute that these guys are going to take the ball. I don't think they're going to have the opportunity to do that. Still, the deer being taken. And just so many villagers, so many militia just fighting in the center here. And who's coming out on top? That's the question. Well, Mr. Yo has taken that score lead, rather surprisingly. And Mr. Yo now just 1 population behind. That fight clearly going in his favor. And rather, I take that back as Viper cleans up and mops up the rest of Mr. Yo's villagers. What a fantastic game. What a ridiculous game so far. This is the kind of game you just don't see normally, and this map is just so good for forcing that early conflict. So yeah, Mr. Yo looked like he was getting the upper hand, and then he got absolutely slammed at the end of that fight there. Viper now has 10 more population, and these guys are still in the Dark Age, so that's pretty huge. That is something that is certainly going to be difficult for Mr. Yo to come back from. And Viper here with 5 militia out, Mr. Yo with just a single militia. And he has no real access now to the center of the map, all this food. He has come out to the right side, though. Viper completely unaware of that. In fact, he's not even scouted over there yet. But, lo and behold, his militia are on the way over. It's almost as if he just knows. It's like he just knows what's up. But, of course, you can pretty much expect the other guy to be trying to take resources in the middle if he's been pushed away from the center. So there you go. Mr. Yo back at home, no farms, nothing like that, and it's pretty obvious at this point that Viper has a pretty big eco lead. 10 more villagers on the map, and with so many militia as well, and with these villagers having so little protection, I can't help but think they're about to have a pretty bad day, as a lot of these are on very low health as well. Blimey. It's kind of mad. The question is, who's going to go up feudal? Of course, it's the Viper. Look at that. 38 population. He's on the way up to feudal now, whilst Mr. Yo sits on 74 food. I would not be surprised if Mr. Oh my goodness me! The wolves! The wolves! No. That does not happen too often. 3 villagers gonna go down. 4 villagers. 5 villagers gonna go down to the wolves here. Oh no. Very nearly. Look at that. Just 2 and 4 health on those villagers. Could have nearly lost 5 villagers to the wolves there. That would have just been so bad. Oh no! There comes another wolf! And Mr. Yo probably losing more villagers to Gaia than to the Viper here. Wow. Wow. So Viper's going to reach feudal any second now, and I think Mr. Yo probably going to give it up right there. I don't want to call it at this point in time, but let's be honest here. Viper's got 10 more villagers, and he's about to hit feudal, which means man-at-arms, which means even more dead villagers for Mr. Yo. And wow, just what a game so far. There's the feudal age for Viper, and Mr. Yo, is he gonna call it? I don't know what he's possibly thinking he could achieve being this far behind, but there you go, GG. And what an absolutely ridiculous game from the Viper there. What a ridiculous map, but hey, that was definitely out of the ordinary, certainly very entertaining. And Viper's all-out villager aggression seemed to be the way forwards there, bagging himself another victory in this best of 9. And I don't know if we could even take that game seriously, but my goodness me. You can't even micromanage villagers. You can micro your militia, I guess, but just so many dead bodies littering the center here. And I guess that's what happens when there's so little food and the river is so vital. So there you go, guys. Game number 3. What a fantastic one. And Viper's going to get that point, so that makes it 2-1 Perhaps we've got time for another comeback from Mr. Yo, who knows? But this is, like I say, a best of 9, so it's the first of 5 wins, and we have got, well, a few more games coming up. So stay tuned, I'll be bringing you those games very, very shortly. Let's come back out of this one then, and my gosh, I've not seen